the slot back position. It's a real advantage for a quarterback who's looked at defenses for an entire year, watched films and everything else, to get into that pass pattern. He goes down here, and Joe rolls out, and everybody's covered. And as Lon said, it looked like everyone in the end zone was covered. There you see Barrett go up in the air and just take it away from the defenders. Good job.
All quarterbacks are good receivers.
The only receiving you did was from those defensive linemen hitting you.
J.T. Hayes' convert is good. So the Calgary Stampeders, much to delight of their hometown fans, go in front of the Saskatchewan Roughriders by a count of 8-0. See, Hayes' first kickoff went out of bounds at the 4-yard line, so he'll do it all over again, this time from the 40-yard line. Alarms takes it at his own 2. Uh-oh. He's got blocking. Still going. J.T. Hay, the last man, forces Alarms out of bounds.
Well, that is a morale booster for Saskatchewan. Anytime a team scores on you, the first thing you want to do is get a big play your way to get that momentum back. And no better place to do it than on the kickoff.
Well, how many times we've seen this happen, though, that a team would have something good happen to them and then kick off to the other team and get a little bit careless. And this is what happens. They gave up their contain on that right side coming down, and he swerved to the outside. And you hate to see your kicker be the last line of defense, but he just did enough to get him out of bounds. Good job by J.T. Hay.
A 68-yard kickoff, a 66-yard return. 1st and 10 for the Riders. A flag is down. Pow completes to Chris DeFrance. Gets down to about the 22-yard line.
As the old saying goes, a lot of times you don't win a game, you lose it.
Procedure, Saskatchewan, number 62.
I've never heard that one before.
First down repeated.
Leo just made it up.
You could use that from here on in.
Okay. 6:40 remaining to play in the opening quarter. Calgary leading the Roughriders by a count of 8-0. And it's 1st and 15.
Just think of the way they started down there on the first kickoff. They threw a nice completion out almost to midfield, blew it and had it called back. And now on this one, they had down to the 20-yard line and had it called back. You can't do that.
Papa over the middle.
We're talking about right
and
there.
It's complete. Craig Ellis.
That's exactly what we're talking about, Ron, right there. If they're going to come with that blitz, Craig Ellis coming out of that backfield will be looking for that ball in a hurry, and he just gets beyond the linebackers.
Well, he gets inside. You know, that's the main thing. Get inside in the quarterback's vision. Quarterback throws it away from the defender, and they get a big gain, get that 10 yards back. So now it's only 10 yards for that first down. That was a big play.
A gain of 17 yards. Indeed, it was a big play. 1st and 10 for the Roughriders. And just outside the Stamps' 30-yard line. Papa dumps it off to Ellis. Ellis down to the 11-yard line. Darrell Nicholson in to make the stop.
Boy, Craig Ellis made a good move there. He just sat back in the backfield and let everything clear out, and he just leaked out underneath it. Watch Craig Ellis, 33 in the backfield. Now watch, he just sits. Now, when everything gets out of there, he just goes into the open space, and you cannot let him catch the football in open field. He's hard to bring down.
That's what you call your check flare type thing, where he just sets up to block it. If there's nobody on him in a hurry, he can check down, and he did that. And Joe Pow, being the veteran that he is, got the ball to him.
Roughriders are knocking on the door. 1st and 10 from the 11. That time, Pow going to Chris DeFrance. He takes it down to the 3-yard line. Mikey Larms also over there.
They came after him with a blitz, but Stephen Jones, the new wide receiver playing his first game for the Riders, went to the post, and he was wide open. So let's see if they come back with it.
Check this one and see if they come with the blitz.
Gain of 6.
Got to take the penalty here. Got to take it. Take the penalty, get another down.
Want to get a message down to him?
They got it.
Offside. Calgary, number 77. First down repeated.
1st down over.
Darrell Nicholson was in such a hurry to blitz, he was offside, but you see them coming. Just throw it out in the flat. DeFrance will make that catch all day long.
So it's 1st and 5 for the Riders. The pitch. Ellis cuts it inside. Touchdown.
Well, you bunch that defense up inside, and they're going to toss it around you. We've seen all the teams this year in short yardage situation, and they have those big guys in there. They try to toss outside. We saw the BC Lions the other night with Kevan Jenkins. Now we see it here with Craig Ellis.
Good block here by number 74, Moore. It just knocks the defender off balance enough to allow Ellis to use his strength to go into the end zone.
Craig Ellis knows where the goal line is, and he wants to get in there.
Good job, Neil.
Good job. You don't have to knock the guy down, as you say. All you do is knock him out of the way and let that guy make the cut, get him off balance, and the runner will do the rest.
4:39 remaining to play in the opening quarter, and the Saskatchewan Roughriders are on the board. Penalized for too much time.
This is really no disadvantage for a kicker.
No problem.
Automatic.
He would probably rather be here than in closer. That's a
That snap.
disadvantage.
Tell you what, that's
Stu Fraser recovered well, set it up, and Ridgway put it through the uprights. So it's an 8-7 ball game with 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining to play in the opening quarter. Third place Ottawa Roughriders traveling to Winnipeg, take on the Blue Bombers. You can join Ron Leo and Don Whitman for what promises to be a great one.
well, there's that snap from center. That's crucial.
What a great job of recovering as far as the holder was concerned. Fieger had to scoop it up off the ground, still get it set up.
The kickoff following the Saskatchewan touchdown. And it'll be taken by Dwight Edwards. Edwards looking for a hole up the middle. Still on his feet. Trying to get to the 30-yard line. Brought down about the 26 by Dave Singh.
Steve, I was giving Fieger credit for that hole. It's Fraser that did such a good job of scooping that ball up, and that really was a presence of mind move. And it's tough on the kicker when he's all set to kick that football. He has to break his stride and then set up again and then re-stride, but they got it done.
I don't think the holders get enough credit. I think they do a heck of a job.
If it would have been Greg Fieger, he'd have threw it down. Tell you that.
He'd have thrown it at the kicker.
1st and 10 for the Stampeders. Get to Walker. And Walker gets out to the 38-yard line. Make that the 39.
You see that guy that made the tackle, Dave Singh, number 22. We said he's a defensive back trying to play up where a linebacker plays. That's a tough job stopping a big running back as big as Walker is.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Stampeders from their own 39. And there's the man that picked up the first down, Lewis Walker.
Go defense!
Barnes passing to Emmanuel Talbert. Talbert, if he can get a block, he could go a long way. And the right block may have put him in the end zone, but I'm sure he'll take it. He gets down to the 18-yard line before he's forced out of bounds by Kenny Hedden.
Well, that eats up that real estate in a hurry. We said their last drive was because of big plays. They come right back with another one. Boy, did he turn it on.
Barnes.
There's that linebacker, Billy Jackson, down on the ground. Now he's trying to get the block from Barrett. Just couldn't do it. And Kenny Hinton gets it.
A gain of 53 yards for the Stampeders. They are 1st and 10 and knocking on the door. Barnes complete to Barrett. Touchdown! 2nd TD of the game.
Barrett, the first guy on the inside. That in a moment.
I told you to put a quarter in that thing. That's the only way it works.
It was just a simple job of the slot back sliding out in the flat and the 2 outside receivers. We're going to see it right now in a sprint out right by Joe. Barrett just went right down the line of scrimmage, and the 2 outside guys were used as blockers. He took the ball. He knew where that flag was and got it right inside.
And it's a happy Calgary Stampeder bench as they move in front of the Roughriders 15-7 with 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining to play in the opening quarter. So the Riders trying to even their record at 2-2. Calgary looking for their first win of the season. And they have an 8-point margin right now, 15-7. J.T. Hay kicking off following the touchdown into the corner. Danny Ferdinand fumbles it in the end zone, and he elects to give up the single point. So that gives the Calgary Stampeders another point, making it 16-7 with 3:05 remaining to play in the opening quarter.
Well, it's not hard. It's right in his hands. You let it hit his chest. You let it hit your chest, and those shoulder pads are there, and it's going to bounce out of there more often than you're going to hold on to it.
You gave the pass receiver a little excuse before about the sun, but the sun that time was over his right shoulder, so I don't think that bothered him at all.
No problem there. He's looking away from it. You just catch that one.
One thing we mentioned before the show is that both of these teams were having trouble getting in the end zone. Now, they both had 2 chances down inside the 20 and got in there. So it looks like they've been working on something in practice, Steve.
First and 10 Riders from their own 35, and that time Pow way over the head of Christophe France.
That's good coverage. Good coverage by Larry Hogue. He just didn't let Christophe France to the outside where Joe Pow thought he was going. He forced him to stop and make a decision. By then, the ball's overthrown. Stampeder defense is tough.
It looks like they're putting a lot of emphasis on DeFrance and Elgard, so look to see Ellis and the other receivers catching the ball a little bit because they're covering those other guys pretty tough.
Second and 10 Riders from their own 35. Pow to pass through the middle. Elgard's wide open. He's got it. And then he fumbled it.
Calling it incomplete.
Glenn Suter hit him. I thought he had it. It was wide open.
That's Richie Hall that hit him, 27 for Calgary. But they call it incomplete. And, you know, they're going to go to Elgard, and you know darn well that Calgary defense back there is tough. Second best in the nation is what Jack Otis said. There comes the blitz. Let's see what they do. Who's going to pick him up? No problem. Pick him up.
Excellent job by Willie Thomas.
Punting situation for the Riders. Leschuk. Good punt. Will be taken by Walker just outside his own 30. Gets across the 40 up to the 41. 44-yard punt by Leschuk.
Put on the brakes right now and slow that offense down. Don't ever let an offense get started on you. They gain momentum in a hurry.
First and 10 Stampeders from their own 41-yard line. 1:49 remaining to play in the opening quarter. Barnes complete to Edwards, and Edwards, as soon as he made the reception, was brought down.
Well, every team's throwing some version of that hitch to that flanker out there. Just 2 steps off the line, throw it at him, get him one-on-one on that defensive back. But Kenny Hinton, being the veteran, he made the tackle. You give him 4 yards, but he didn't let him escape.
That was a pretty cute little move by Dwight Edwards, too. He caught the ball from the inside, then tried to spin to the outside. But Hinton, being the old veteran that he was, protected his outside.
Gain of 4, second and 6 Stampeders from their own 45. Barnes to pass again, intending for Lewis Walker, in and out of his arms. Jerry Friesen doing a good job of covering Walker on that play.
Excellent defense by Friesen. He was right on his tail. When the ball got there, he came right over that arm and knocked it down. Get a good look at it. Watch the right arm. And right arm coming around the side. Watch his right arm coming around the side. He'll pull that left arm off of there. Pull it away from him.
Stu Fraser all alone back to receive this punt from J.T. Hay. He should get it away from his own 35. Good spiral punt, forcing Fraser back just outside his own 10. Fraser tripped up at the 20-yard line by Barry Cece of the Stampeders.
Barry Cece, University of Guelph receiver. Calgary drafted him last year. They like the way he runs patterns. He can catch football.
I like the way he plays on the specialty teams. That's the second time tonight he's got downfield and made the initial tackle.
Well, you know, he figured out real quick, if he's not going to get to be the starter, he's going to have to work those special teams, so you might as well do a good job of it.
Clock is running, 34 seconds remaining to play until the end of the opening quarter. Riders first and 10. from their own 20. Pow. Setting for Elgard, and he's got it. That time he hung on.
Just a great job of concentration.
You see the zone defense. See the linebacker's just dropping. He tries to find a hole. It's a great catch. Watch. Good concentration. That's thinking on your feet, isn't it?
Yeah, when those linebackers drop into those hook zones, you only have one recourse as a receiver, and that's to try to work around them.